As I always say, product research is the foundation for building a profitable Amazon business. So I'm going to walk you through some different products on Amazon and give you my thoughts to help provide you with some different perspectives on how to get profitable products for your business. All right, so first off, we have this product from Glossier that is a really, really good brand that we have sold a lot of in the past. We've had a lot of profit potential here. And let's go ahead and look down here at the product analysis, analyzing the Keepa chart. The first thing that stands out to me is that the new offer count went down pretty substantially, but now it's starting to rise again. So I would want to zoom in and look at kind of the last week, and I see that the offer count's trending up. And over the last month, it's trending up again. So I believe that that could lead to the price going down a little bit. What I want to look at is what was the price at the last time that the offer count was up. So the last time it was up, the price was around $46. As sellers started to go off, it went up to 50, 51. We even saw it jumping as high as like 65 down here at the low. So what I think is that this price is probably going to go down, and we can actually already see it kind of starting to trend down a little bit. Overall, I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing a few units based on this. I still think there's room for it to be profitable with the offer count going back up to where it was. So if it's profitable at like $50, then I would be willing to grab a few units. Looks like right now the buy box is 55. Looks like we recently found this for 32.40. So right now we could capture $10 profit, 32 ROI, which is awesome. But I want to see what it is at 50. And yeah, I'd be willing to grab a few units of this because we're still getting $6 profit, 19 ROI. And it depends on where you're at in your business. But personally, I would be willing to try this out. Just a few units. I do think that the price is going to keep going down as the new offer count increases. So I wouldn't want to go deep on this one. Another product we have here is like a machine replacement part. It's a pack of 2, which is important to note because you need to know that whenever you're sending it in, that you're sending it in as a pack of 2 because that's what the customer is going to be expecting. Right away, what jumps out to me is this flat buy box line. I'm also seeing not a lot of change in the offer count, which is good because that's how we know it's steady. But what really jumps out to me is this flat buy box line. And as I can see, most of the buy box is dominated by one seller, and I can go to data, buy box statistics. And yeah, I can see that this one seller is getting 92% of the buy box. I probably wouldn't want to get on this one with a lot of inventory either. I might grab a couple units because there's decent volume. There's room for us to make sales, but that one seller is getting a lot of the sales. I really, if I'm going to hop on this, would want to be able to know that if I need to, I can undercut them profitably. So maybe I want to be able to sell this for like 21 or 20.50, something like that. All right, another one here that is fairly stable, and the volume is starting to slow down compared to some of these other listings because I'm seeing more room between these green line drops on the Keepa chart. Not too much change in the new offer count back here. It was low and it went up, but it's been pretty stable ever since. So I'm pretty comfortable being able to sell this at the $42 price because that's what it is pretty consistently. So I would say this is one where if I can sell it profitably at 42, I might grab like 2 units and send it on this. There's not crazy volume, but I do think that there's room to profit. And it looks like we found this for 21, flipped for 42, 850 profit, 40% ROI. So I'm definitely okay with those numbers, and I might pick up a quick $15, $16 profit by sending in a couple units. Coach has been another really good brand for us. Unfortunately, I think it's coming to an end where they're not allowing third-party sellers anymore. And as you can see, it's starting to dwindle. What's really interesting here, and to note the supply and demand, as the new offer count here, this blue line has gone down. Pink line has started to skyrocket because there's less supply, making the price go up. Besides that, it's been fairly stable, $42 to $45. Looks like decent volume. This is one where there's a variation, so we need to dig deeper and not just look at the green lines. But I'm seeing that the new offer count goes down, which shows that sales are happening. Also seeing drops in the stock levels recently, so that again will help us see that sales are happening. And then we want to find this variation, so it's the one size khaki chalk right here. So this is the one that we're looking at, and it has 34 reviews. And then I kind of like to compare that to the other variations, and you can see it has more than a lot of them. Here it's less, here it's less. But overall, this is one of the higher reviewed variations on the listing, which tells me that it's probably getting a decent amount of the sales. Now, a lot of people really only look at the reviews for variations. I prefer to look at stock levels and looking at that new offer count going down because the reviews are just a look at the whole listing over time, whereas the stock levels can actually show us recently how well the product has been selling. First thing that jumps out to me on this product is the IP alert is coming up. IP alert comes up telling us that there is potential for the IP claims on this product. I've sold this brand before with no issues, so I'm not super concerned, but just to show you what I would do when this happens is I just click OK, and then I go down to Keepa and look for any obvious signs of IP. And IP, where we would see that is if the new offer count just suddenly drops all at once. So right here it has 8. If like all at once, straight line down, it went down to 1, 2, maybe 3, then that could be an indicator that IP complaints are happening. And really what I would want to do is look on several listings for this brand, 5 or 6, because if there's potential for IP claim here, then I really want to study different listings for the brand and see if there are any issues. I'm not seeing any on this listing, and for the sake of the video, I won't dive too much deeper. Looks like maybe there was an issue here. So this is an example of 12 down to 2, where that is probably an IP complaint, but it also could have been like a high pricing error or something else. That's what it would look like. It's been like 3 years though, and I've sold this brand without issue, so I would not be concerned. Besides that, looking at the last 3 months, another thing that jumps out to me is here that there's no buy box. Whenever this pink line disappears, that means there's no buy box. And that basically means that Amazon thinks that this price is selling for too high. And typically that's going to lower the volume. So when we see just over the last month, the sales rank was really low. And then when the buy box disappeared, the sales rank is starting to go up because velocity is decreasing due to the absence of a buy box. And those are just some interesting points about these products. Hope you got value. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.